Sam Robson, thanks for joining me at the end of day one here. The season opener against Lancashire. Sam, first and foremost, very well batted the first half century of the season.
Yeah, nice to get a few runs first up. Bit disappointing getting out just before lunch, but yeah, look, I think the game's evenly poised. We're in a really good position there at lunch or middle of the day, and then things sort of change as can happen, especially here at Lords at times. So yeah, I feel like we're still in a reasonably good position.
Built a really good partnership there with Max Holden, who also batted beautifully. I think he put on 122 for the second wicket. That took us to 178 for two. I guess disappointing the way things unravel from there.
It is, yeah. I think from 180 for two, you'd like to get more than 260, obviously. But I think, yeah, early on, the ball beat the bat throughout the day, and maybe the lunchtime score wasn't quite a reflection of the conditions either. So in our mind, we would have liked to get around 300, 350. We're a bit short of that, but I still think if we can get a couple in the morning and bowl well first session tomorrow, I think we're well in the game.
Absolutely agree. I think Lancashire showed pretty much all afternoon that if they put the ball in the right areas, there's plenty in it. Do we consider ourselves a little bit unlucky in that evening session? There was plenty of good deliveries, plenty of beating the bat, a couple of close calls.
Yeah, definitely. I think the boys bowled quite nicely there. Blake Cullen and Brooksy, beat the bat there in that last hour, and there were quite a few sort of close shouts and whatever. So yeah, another day, couple of wickets or whatever, but that's the game. So yeah, as you said, I just think there's enough there, and also sometimes I think short boundary and good value for shots. Sometimes you can have a big half hour of scoring, and then if you bowl well for half an hour, you can pick up 3 wickets. So hopefully that's the case in the morning, and we'll go from there.
Saw a little bit of Zafar Gohar at the end there. I think he got 3 or 4 overs through. Zafar's obviously joined the club this year. What have you made of him since he's joined? Because he's a quality spinner that really proved his worth down in Gloucester.
Yeah, he's fitted in really well. Seems a really good guy. Great team man, all those sort of attributes that you want in the dressing room. And then he's a fine bowler. We've played him a few times before, and we were all aware of how good a bowler he was. So he's gonna help us massively. And as you say, hopefully as the game goes on, there'll be a bit of turn there for him, and we'll see him in action.
Last one on your own form, Sam. Started this season well. Last year was an outstanding year for you. You were just shy of hitting 1,000 runs despite being injured for part of the season. Have you set yourself any goals for this year?
Not really, just to try and keep playing as well as I can. Felt sort of pretty good about my game the last couple of seasons. So just enjoy it and try and do as well as I can do. So yeah.
One more, Sam. Lancashire obviously came down last year. They're billed with us as one of the pre-season favourites to go up. I suppose this game, you look at it, it's probably a really, really stern test for us at the outset of the season. This, I guess, will give us a decent measure for where we are as a side. Yeah,
definitely. I think it is good starting against a couple of the better teams, or the teams that are set or supposed to be the sort of the leading contenders to go up. So yeah, Lancashire, they're a big club with a lot of depth and whatever. So yeah, if we can come out of this game and get a win, I think it'd be a cracking start to the year.
Absolutely. Well, Sam, thanks for joining us, and go well tomorrow.
Cheers. Thanks.